Welcome. Hello, friends. We are back again today. Me and my bestie here. We are back again today to do another high vibrational reading for the collective. And we have spent the morning together healing each other. Both of us woke up feeling a little off, and so Shirley's been a lot of pain today. So we went in and did a Reiki. I did a Reiki session for her, and using my magnetic hematite, I was able to pull out some cords of attachment that were causing her pain. And we were so lucky and blessed with the healing energy of Archangel Raphael, who came in the midst of the healing, in the midst of the Reiki session, and pulled the pain right out of Shirley's energy. Right, Shirley? She was sitting with her eyes closed, doing as I instructed, and she suddenly said, "You are not going to believe this." She said, "It's working. It's working. The pain is going." And let me tell you, right before this healing session, my bestie was at a point where she was about to black out from the pain. Her demeanor is completely different now. She's got a smile back on her face, and her color is back. She was white as a ghost just a half an hour ago. So that worked, and I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Archangel Raphael, for the beautiful healing that you bestowed upon my bestie and myself. So I'm just putting a little bit of essential oils on my hands right now. This is blue lotus oil, and it helps to facilitate a connection between me and spirit when I am using the cards to bring messages forth. So I'm going to very quickly start off with, now what did I do with my lighter? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to quickly start off with a little bit of Palo Santo to clear the energies in the room and bring in the protection that we need during this. Okay, blessings to you, bestie. Blessings. Blessings to you, my watchers. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting me and my bestie. And I'm clearing my chakras. And now I am doing the cards. Asking for only beings of love and light, only high vibrational, loving helpers of the light, to connect during this here and now moment and bring forth some beautiful, encouraging messages for the collective. All right. So we are safe. We are divinely protected, and we have our protectors are here with us as we seek alignment. And that's what we're doing here. We're just trying to seek alignment within our body, mind, and soul. So let's start with an archangel. Now, I already feel the presence of Archangel Raphael, which he's the card on top because he's the one who came through. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this card up because he's already here. So we will leave Archangel Raphael up. I'll show you again one more time. Archangel Raphael comes with this beautiful emerald green healing light. And we both just experienced that beautiful emerald green healing light. That green light came in and took away, I was experiencing some chest pains, so it took away it helped with relieving my chest pains, among other things, but it did help with that. And it also helped with Shirley, who was experiencing some severe pain right here in her rib area. Shirley has a condition, is it all right if I tell? Okay, Shirley has a condition called gastroparesis, which is a result of, or which is caused by her diabetes. And I feel like another contributing factor, and I picked this up intuitively as I was in her healing session. My awareness, myself went into, my energy went into her cells, down to her DNA. And while in the midst of that, I was healing her cell by cell. And in the midst of that, I got I saw, what am I trying? I can't even talk. I got a vision, if that's what you want to call it, but I seen what looked like a large amount of uh, uh, like scar tissue. And I was seeing that this scar tissue was making it hard for the oxygen rich blood to actually penetrate those cells, and it was causing her cells to be a bit dehydrated as a result. So the cells weren't looking normal. They were looking, like a deflated balloon looks. Like if you have a balloon and it still has air in it, but it has lost air and now it looks kind of deflated. That's how I was seeing her cells, as a result of the lack of the oxygenated blood being able to reach or penetrate through the scar tissue. So I went in and tried to help with clearing the cells, or opening the cells so they could receive. And that's when she started saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's starting to go away. So let's ask for an additional archangel if we so may ask. I could use some help. I brought out my chakra cards this time because I feel like I'm having some issues with my throat chakra. I do feel like there's some kind of an energy out there who's trying to interfere with my ability to speak and do my light work. That's definitely been coming through, and so I've been working on my throat chakra. Okay, we got two. The first one I pulled is Gabriel. We got Archangel Gabriel. Woohoo! All right. And who else? Oh, wow. Taharael. This is your Native American guide. Look at that. Shirley has a Native American, and he looks just like this. With the headdress and all of that. He has presented himself to me and this is a long time ago when I very first met Shirley, this spirit guide of hers is actually attached to the land that she lives on. And this guide actually presented himself to me in his full regalia, which is what the Native Americans refer to their costumes. They do not like the word costume. They do not like that, and I don't mean any disrespect, but that's not how they view it. It is their dress, their uniform, or they call it their regalia. And he presented himself to me in his full regalia. But let's see what they have to say real quickly in the book, because to me that's so important. So earlier I read the information on Archangel Raphael. He is the healer. And it's funny because when I pulled for a card to come out of my Archangel cards, that was who came out immediately, was the healer. Okay, so let's go to, and Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, and I know I say it wrong, it's Archangel, but it comes out of my mouth, Archangel, so you know what I mean if I say it wrong. Archangel Gabriel is holy purpose. So this right here, this is a reading for the collective, an energetic reading with spiritual advice. So this is absolutely a holy purpose. So he is here to back me in my holy purpose. Beautiful Gabriel is one of the most famous archangels, along with Michael. Gabriel can be perceived as either a male or a female, and is shown in this card as an androgynous figure. So this is an androgynous figure. Could be a man, could be a woman. Okay. Known as God's messenger. So this is God's messenger coming in to help us with this beautiful time that we get to spend together, leveling up our spirituality. And then we've got, I do not know if I'm saying that right. I am doing my best. So we've got Archangel Taharael. I'll show that again. Archangel Taharael is the rainbow child. What is Bella? Bella is a rainbow child. I have been telling that to Autumn from the minute she got pregnant. that Bella is a rainbow child. And so just so that I'm just going to give you a sneak peek into this video, we are going to be talking about baby Bella in this video, and that is amazing that came through. The angel of purity and purification, like her image in the card, Taharael embodies all colors of the rainbow, perfectly blended to create the white light of the divine. This pure light is your light. This pure light is your light. For we are all perfect sparks of the Creator. What were you saying you were seeing while I was in the middle of the healing? Sparks. Lightning sparks. That's crazy. There is a Native American prophecy which says that when the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come unto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, who, by their actions and deeds, shall make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. That's the mission I was telling you that Bella is here for. We were just talking about this earlier today, and I was telling her Bella's surgery is scheduled for 2 days away. Well, 3 days if you count today. It's going to be Tuesday. And we were just talking about it. I spent a long time on the phone last night with Autumn, Bella's mama, my niece, my bestie's only daughter. And we did all kinds of readings, and I did a channeling session, and I did have to tell her that baby Bella is actually in for a fight, but she's going to come out on top because she has a extreme divine purpose, is the message I've been getting. So fantastic. We've got Raphael, we've got Gabriel, and we've got Taharael. Yeah. How incredibly fortunate are we? Okay, guys, so I have actually started learning a new form of divinary, and I love it. This form of divinary is using divinary dice. And so I'm going to start this off by rolling some dice and seeing if we can set the tone here with this. So let's see what we get. Okay, I'm still learning the symbols on them. The first one, so when you're rolling dice, you go from left to right, and you read the first dice in succession with the next dice. So the first one I got is this one. Oh, wait. I don't know if you can see that, Bestie. The light's not that great. Okay, this is Uranus. So this is uniqueness, and this is rebellion. So we start with that. Then we've got the number 5. 5 is changing, movement, moving forward. 5 is also adventure, seeking something new. 5 can be creativity, and 5 can stand for sensuality. So we've got the Uranus energy. Where did that just go? Where did it just go? Oh, okay. So we've got Uranus energy with uniqueness and rebellion. We've got some change coming in. So I don't know if there's someone out there who is getting ready to do something that is against the grain for themselves, but someone's going through some major changes. And then we got the Gemini energy, which is communication and curiosity. So let's do some qualifiers for those. So what is the Uranus energy? What is the significance of the uniqueness and the rebellion with the Uranus energy? We got number 2. This is 2 energies. This is balance. This is harmony. This is finances and tangible possessions. So I guess what that would be is rebellion and finances. Are you going to go for a job you don't normally do, or is this a job that causes you to do something rebellious, like say taking chances that you normally wouldn't take? I don't know. I'm getting like a job that other people do not feel is the right job for you, and so you're taking a rebellious action and being like, I'm going to do it whether you like it or not. Or not even so much a job, but a move, a change. There's a big change coming in, and people are going to doubt you and maybe taunt you and tell you you're making a mistake. But with the Gemini energy, we've got the communication and the curiosity. So with the Gemini, that communication where people are going to tell you, oh, this isn't the right track for you. You're making a mistake. You're not thinking things through or whatever. The rebellious is where you're just like, I'm going to go for it. And that's the communication coming in. So that's wonderful. And then for the 5, we got water energy. That is emotions. So for me, 5 being change, personal beliefs, let's see, what else does it say? Oh, adventure, seeking something new, also creativity and sensuality. So sensuality, that's what stands out to me with the 5. So there may be some of you out there who have found a relationship that is that has brought sensuality into your life, or sensuality could just very well be that you are toning into your senses. So that may be happening. And with the 5, that means there's a change within that. Okay. And then we're going to go with the Gemini energy, a validator with the Gemini energy being communication and curiosity. What do we need to know about this generosity and communication? And we got the waning gibbous. So the waning gibbous is reevaluation, habits, and relationships. So for me, this energy is saying that there's some people out there who are making some changes in their life that not everybody agrees with or is going along with, but you're being told that you can do this, that this is, follow your own pathway. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. It feels rebellious to others, but for you, you're just following your own pathway, regardless of what other people say. So that's a beautiful, and I hope that resonates with some of you out there. So let's go forward. Bestie, I'm going to pull out from the chakras, the chakra cards, because I feel like there's a lot of us out here after having went through some immense changes that came with the full pink moon in Libra. Very significant to me. I know I've said that so many times, but it brought so much change and new beginnings and fresh energy into my life. And it's just so impressive to me. So, but I feel like the pink moon and the full pink moon in Libra did bring some imbalances for some people within their chakras. So I'm going to go ahead and let's just consult what is this deck called again? I'm not sure. It's the chakra. I don't think I have my book. Anyways, these are the chakras, and this is just going to maybe point out for some of you, just take what resonates. There may be some of you out here watching this video who need to work on, we had 2 roll over and 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to take the ones that flipped over in the deck, and we'll keep going. What chakras do anyone out there who resonates with this message, what chakras do they need to focus on and work on? There will be keywords on these cards that may make you realize or bring awareness to you that is something that, okay, that's it. That's all we're getting. So let me put those back. And so the chakras that are being brought to light, these are some imbalances that maybe need to take place within some of you out there, whoever resonates. This is instinct. So this is the crown chakra. So there's some of you out there who are, I feel like this means possibly there's some of you out there who are, your instincts are being either tested or toned and tuned. So if you resonate with someone who, okay, I had just said in the dice that you're going to go in against the grain. There's someone out there who's going to rebelliously follow their own path regardless of what other people do. It's because you're following your own instincts. So this is actually saying that you are your crown, if this pertains to you and you're having some issues with thoughts, some bad dreams, even in the day, intrusive thoughts, going down a rabbit hole in your mind where you think about one thing and it leads you on down to all of a sudden you realize you're thinking about something that had nothing to do with your here and now. And you're like, how did I get here? It's those wormholes that your mind goes down in. That's an imbalance in the crown chakra. So there's some of you who need to work on your crown chakra, in that you need to trust your instincts. And that will bring balance right there, trusting your instincts, regardless of outside influences. Also, we got the sacral chakra that's being brought into awareness. And the word on this one is enlightenment. Enlightenment. So there's some of you out there who may be having some. There's a little baby going up to, looks like, to either his spirit guide, or this could be source. This could be the divine source creator. Children are unindoctrinated. So they have not been programmed yet. And they start programming them at birth, but they have not been programmed yet to believe that they're crazy if they are speaking to people and energies that nobody else can see. So there's some of you out there who are possibly dealing with some issues in your sacral chakra. This is what we were just talking about. The sacral chakra is your reproductive system, your kidneys, which is a filtration system in your body that we have to have. We have to have it to live. Also your reproductive organs, and also your lower intestines. So, the lower intestines. So if you're finding that you're having issues in that, this is telling you that this is being brought to your light. This is being brought, you're being given enlightenment. So there's some kind of message that's being, if you find that you're having issues with your sacral chakra, which is, the second chakra, and if you feel like you're imbalanced there, if you're having issues there, if you're having problem with fertility, if you're having problems with, say, PMS, if you're having problems with, a lot of people have what is that called? The cystic, they get the ovarian cysts. Cystic fibrosis. That is absolutely a problem in the sacral chakra. So it's being brought to your attention, enlightenment, and let's see if we can figure out why. So I'm going to do a validator on that card, but let's finish here. Ooh, we've got the root chakra, discovery. Oop, flew out of my hand. Discovery. So some of us are working on our root chakra. Hello, I'm one of them. This is, excuse me. Somebody's trying to shut me up. This is a discovery that some of the rooted or people that have been rooted in our lives we have become enlightened about somebody who goes deep into our energy and to our past. We are being given enlightenment. There has been some things discovered about these individuals that have caused an imbalance in your root chakra. So that's the message there. Then we've got the throat chakra. Funny that I was just having issues talking right before I pulled the throat chakra card. This is expansion. So for me, when I start having issues trying to speak that come out of nowhere, and all of a sudden I'm this is because something doesn't want me to say what I'm trying to say. Everything I try to say when I'm doing any work at all, is there to facilitate an expansion in your awareness. So that's going to be the result of balancing the root chakra. It's going to bring in expansion, and it's going to help you with being able to speak your truth. You know why? Because these people who are not on board with you as far as this movement that you're making, and this could just very well be a spiritual awakening that we're talking about. These people are they're affecting your heart chakra and imbalancing your heart chakra, which is victimizing you, right? You don't want to claim that you're a victim, But that is cut and dry what's happening when these people have doubt in you, or when people that have been rooted in your life before are brought to your awareness that either they're not what they seem to be, or that they themselves are imbalanced and need to work on themselves, and that you need to pull back your energy while they do that. And this is saying, do not allow yourself to be a victim. Don't let it hurt your heart. Don't let it throw your heart chakra off balance. And that's basically the message I get intuitively through those. I'm not going to read those out of the book because I feel like that came through pretty clear. What do you think, Bestie? Yeah. So what should we do next? Should we do, okay, I know. Let's go ahead and use the Higher Self Oracle. This is a brand new oracle to me. This is called the Higher Self Oracle, and I don't think I have the package. I can't remember the name of, you guys. I have like 150 tarot decks, if not more, so it's hard to keep track of the names of all the creators, especially one that's brand new to me. So I'm asking for only high vibrational messages from the beings, the helpers of the love and light only, to come through in this moment and bring through messages from the higher self for the collective that are for our highest good. All right. So these cards are pretty cool in that they're basically keywords and key terms that obviously are going to need to come into the awareness for some. It may resonate for you, it may not. It may resonate, part of it may resonate for you and part of it may not. Like I always say, just take what resonates, because that's what's meant for you. If something resonates for you, that is a vibrational match. That is a vibrational connection. And the only way that can happen is if it happens. You have to vibrationally match the message to feel, to feel like it's for you. Now this top one I'm going to take because it flipped over, but it flipped back over. So we'll take that one. All right. As my protectors, high vibrational beings of the light, please bring forth beautiful messages from the higher self for the collective. What do we need to focus on? What does the higher self have to say to us in this here and now moment? What does the higher self have? I might be done. Or maybe, oh, we got one more. Okay, we're going to stop there. Okay, and the ones we got, the first one I pulled out was success. Success. So, yes, the higher self is telling you there's someone out there who's finding some success. Ooh, and we got perspective. This is the mind, body, soul, and this is the higher self. So you've got the higher self, here. You've got the subconscious here. And you've got the conscious here. So you've got all three aspects of yourself, which is the higher self, the subconscious, which is your spirit, your soul. Your soul is your subconscious. And then we've got the consciousness, which is your physical being. So that's beautiful. You're going to find some success in aligning those things. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Right? Okay, then we got strength. So, yes, your spirit guides, your higher self is working with your spirit guides to bring you success in all of your endeavors when it comes to bringing alignment to the three major aspects of yourself. So, you've got success and you've got strength surrounding yourself trying to come into alignment. That's a beautiful message from the higher self telling you you've got, I love the artwork too. I'm going to get this deck for you. You have to have this deck. Seriously, I've already gifted it to a couple of people that I felt needed it, and I really feel like you need it. So anyways, I feel like it's my job to make sure the spiritual tools go to the people that can use them and that they will work out for the best. And you need this one. I've been telling you, and Autumn needs it too. I told her I would get it for her. Anyway, so the next card we got is courage. Courage, and that looks like Leo energy there with the lion. So maybe a Leo zodiac is a factor here. But you're being told that you are courageous. The higher self is bringing in the courage. And then we've got gratitude. The higher self is pointing out, intuitively I'm picking up immediately, the higher self is pointing out that there are some of us out here who are kind of lost in our awakening, and we're feeling overwhelmed and confused about what is happening, what is going on in our mind. Are we going crazy? Right? This is the energy I'm picking up on. But what is being told is that you've got the strength, you've got the courage, you've got the ability and to find success in this endeavor. And don't forget that you've got to show gratitude to your own higher self for the enlightenment it brings to you. It sounds kind of weird to say thank you to yourself, right? Like, it sounds weird to the advice, thank yourself, but that's coming through, that we need to show gratitude for every little step we take along the way to further us into our spiritual awakening and finding our true soul's purpose. That's beautiful. I love that. Beautiful messages from the higher self. Fantastic. Okay, should we do angels and ancestors, light workers, or empath message first? Next. Do the empath messages. Gotcha. That's weird because it's exactly what I was thinking in my mind. All right, knocking out the old energy, asking for only beings of high vibrational love and light to bring forth a beautiful message from spirit for the empaths out there. Those of us who struggle through every day, feeling everybody else's energies and everybody else's confusions and worries and stresses. It's hard because we absorb all of that stuff. And there's a lot that comes with learning how to differentiate between what is actually your emotions and your energy and what is someone else's that has come into your energy. That's very hard to do, and it takes a while to be able to do that. It took me a long time to be able to say, oh, okay, this is not my energy. I'm not feeling this way because it's mine. This belongs to somebody else. And then you've got to stop and look around you and try to take note of what's going on. So let's see what message we have. Just one message today, please. What message? What beautiful message do we have for the highest good of the empaths? What beautiful message do we have for the highest good of the empaths? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. There we go. These are big cards, so it's hard for me to shuffle. Oops, I got it. It flipped. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Okay, what was I just talking about? So with the higher self and this awakening that's happening, oh my gosh, what did I say? It's bringing in confusion. It's bringing in, am I going crazy? And your family thinks you're nuts, right? Like they think you're crazy. All of a sudden you're talking about being able to see spirits or hear voices or just know things or smell things or just knowing. And knowing is what I have happened to me a lot. Or dreaming things. That happens to me a lot too. I get my visions in my dreams. This is alchemizing confusion into clarity for the empaths. So this is spirit. Oh, I've got to read this. This goes right along with the very last message that came through with the higher self. What the empaths need to work on, and this is card number 5, which 5 represents change, moving forward. So let's see. See, Natalie's so much better at like getting all of the associations with the numerology, and I'm working on it. I'm getting better. I'm not so shabby. But Natalie's quick on it. Okay. She's my mini-me. Shirley says that Natalie is my mini-me. I would rather have nobody else as a mini-me, that's for sure. I'm honored to have Natalie as a mini-me. Okay, so the message we got, and remember the empath oracle cards are very much just abstract art. So this kind of looks like an individual who's maybe wearing a hat. It looks like they're having some weird communication coming out of their mouth, maybe all jarbled up and it doesn't make sense. But you also do see in this picture all of the spirit guides and spirit around this individual, putting protective light and love around this individual. All right, the essential theme of this message is choosing to see life more objectively than subjectively. That means believing in what's happening to you, believing in yourself, having gratitude for your higher self. Okay, this says analyzing what is real. What, oh my gosh, analyzing what is real versus what may be a product of overthinking or other people's energy. What did I just say? Literally, this is like just repeating what I just said. Sometimes we don't know what energy is ours and what energy belongs to somebody else, and the reason we're feeling it is because it needs to be brought to light for them. This is talking about the alchemy of analyzing that and being able to acknowledge that, hey, this is not mine, this is yours, but this is being brought to my attention. So this is what Spirit is saying you need to work on. So that's what that card says. It says, the deeper meaning, it says, the main indicate is an urgent need to transform your mental state. Going through an awakening, absolutely transforming the mental state. If this card comes up, please consider talking to a therapist, a psychiatrist, or a trusted friend. Now, I'm going to interject and actually disagree with this in a little bit of a way. If you go in and tell a therapist that you are hearing voices, that you're having visions, that you're having any of the clairs happening to you, clairaudience, any of the clairs, if you feel like that is happening to you and you go in and you talk to a counselor or a therapist, they're going to put you on a drug. They're going to diagnose you with some kind of a personality disorder or schizophrenia or something like that, and they're going to shut your third eye down by giving you a drug that will do that. So I do not suggest during this time of an awakening that you go to your therapist and describe your experiences, because they are taught to be analytic, and they are taught to come up with what am I trying to say? They're caught to push medications. They're caught to push diagnosis. They're pushed to do those things, and they're caught in that energy. So not that they don't have your best interest at heart. It's just that their method of fixing the issue is not going to help you. Not if you're going through an awakening. It says, consider the necessity of self-care as a way to combat emotional burnout. That's another thing empaths receive is emotional burnout. We burn out from all the energies that we're being bombarded with. That's why I choose to go shopping late at night when there's not a lot of people there. I do. And I actually set prayers and bubbles of protection around myself before I enter any building or get in my car to drive, for that matter. So we need to make sure that we're stopping and putting protections around us. We're very vulnerable right now as we go through these spiritual awakenings. Very vulnerable. So it says this card may also indicate a need to reconsider social situations. So there may be some places that you need to no longer go, or some it also says and relationships. So let me read that again. This card may also indicate a need to reconsider social solutions and relationships, and what is mutually benefit and what is draining. That's so huge. Okay. So we all need to actually take a time. All of us who are empaths, we're all empaths, but some of us are much more in tuned to our empathic abilities. But the advice that's being given here is to stop, evaluate the main players in your life. Family, friends, associates, work associates, even what do they call it? What do you call it when you have a friend, but it's not like a real friend? It's just acquaintances. Also acquaintances. The advice here is to stop, reevaluate these individuals, and whether or not your relationship with them is a balanced relationship, or if they're just taking everything and you're the only one giving, or if they are giving a little but taking more than they're giving, or if you're giving to them and what you're getting in return is harmful and painful and low vibrational. These are the things that are coming through intuitively, that we need to stop and evaluate the people in our life and really take the emotion out of it and think about it in a logical way. Yeah, we need to consider that if we keep people in our life pathway and our soul's journey who are draining us, how are we going to move forward? How are we going to move forward? How are we going to reach enlightenment? How are we going to make it through this crazy awakening if our energy that we need to do that is being siphoned by someone else, even if that person doesn't realize they're doing it? Even if that person knows they're doing it, but doesn't realize how bad it's affecting you, we need to reevaluate. Now, I'm not saying, okay, kick everybody out of your life if you don't like them or if you don't get a good feeling. Just either prioritize your interactions with them, or you may need to remove them from your life. It may be that contract that you had with that individual for your soul journey has ended, and now that contract has been completed, and they will go their way to finish along their journey, and you will go your way. Every single person that comes into your pathway comes for a reason and is there to help you learn a lesson. Okay? When the lesson is finished, we don't sit there and keep going over the lesson. Okay? We have learned a lesson. Now we need to let that go, archive it, let it go so we can open ourselves up to learn more lessons, to expand further. So, yes, the advice here is very, I claim it, I receive it, I'm grateful for this advice. It absolutely resonates for me. So, okay. Does it resonate for you, bestie? You've had to do some house cleaning too, huh?
Yes, I have.
With the people in your life. Yeah, so we both actually have, right in the here and now, have both experienced losing someone or someone's from our, not losing, that's the wrong word. We have celebrated the completion of our lesson or our contract with these individuals and are now releasing them with love. And that's the best way to deal with it. All right, what's next? Do we want to hear from our angels and ancestors, or do we want to do a light worker, like a light worker message? What do you want to do? I'm letting you pick today.
The ancestor one.
Ancestors! Yay! Okay. Knocking out the old energy. And you know what? I am actually being told that I need to do a little more oil for this pull. Oh, it smells so good. So this is just bringing some energy. This is bringing... When I do this, I don't know if anybody else out there notices it, but while I'm doing tarot readings or card pulls, you'll see me constantly going like this. Have you noticed that? That friction right there is stirring up the energies and putting them into a whirl in between my hands. It's stirring the energies and creating a power within them, a life in its own self, and that helps to facilitate my messages, and I feel like I get them so much more clear and the right messages come to me. So there's a little lesson on that, and not that anybody needed it. It just happened. Okay, so with the angels and ancestors, clearing the deck. I said desk. Clearing the deck. Asking for only beings of love and light, only high vibrational beings of love and light, only my protectors and the divine source creator come in at this moment, and please bring through, help the ancestors to bring through a beautiful, beautiful message for the collectives. What do our ancestors feel we need to concentrate in the here and now, the collective? What advice did the ancestors? This is one of my favorite decks. Since the day I bought it, it has never changed. I've always loved it. I've always felt incredibly connected to it. I've gotten some life-changing advice from this deck that I followed, and I am so happy I did. I was able, oh, there we go. Okay. Ancestors. We got, the hunter. The hunter. What does the hunter do? The hunter seeks out food. The hunter looks for food, but in the animals, in the hunting, the hunter is someone who goes out not just for looking for animals. They hunt for roots. They hunt for berries. They're gatherers. They're collectors. They're hunters, right? They're going in search of the things they need for not only basic survival, but for security for the future. So your ancestors are coming in right now, whoever resonates with this, to tell you, keep doing it. Keep seeking out the spiritual advice. Keep seeking out the knowledge. Keep hunting for the answers that are inside of you. You may not even know that you have questions. They're in there. They're in there. You can't ask for answers until the questions reveal themselves. You need to go in and hunt for those as well, is intuitively what I'm picking up. So I'm seeing meditation. I'm seeing looking within the meditation state for changes that need to be made, or for the knowledge or the ability to expand or understand or vibrationally connect with certain aspects of yourself that you still need to go and find. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it does or not. But we also got the snake, which is shedding old skin. So going through an awakening, we are absolutely shedding old skin, right? So that makes a lot of sense. So the ancestors are telling us we need to keep going, working through, hunting for the truth and the knowledge and the light of our true purpose. And that is very well going to entail some shedding of some old skin, some old patterns, some old behaviors, some old relationships. That's a validation of the card we pulled with the empaths. So beautiful. We need to continue hunting for the truth of ourselves and our origin and our purpose, and this will entail shedding some old skin. Okay, bestie, how about choosing between, maybe we should do the Lightworkers message next. Sure? Okay, let's do the Lightworkers message, because the last two that I have are actually one of them is from the soul, and I figured I would wait that till last. Okay, clearing energy, asking for high vibrational beings of the love and light only to come in this here and now moment. Please share a beautiful message of enlightenment for the light workers, and what do they need to focus on in this here and now moment. The light workers, all of us warriors out here working for the light, working for harmony and balance and truth and justice and love and compassion and all the good things that we were planted on this planet to do. I seen it. There it is. Oh, wow. So I said, I'm asking for messages in the here and now moment. And there's a reason why I always specify the here and now moment, because I don't feel we should be working too hard on things that are in our distant future. Things that are if we get hints that, oh, this is going to happen, and then that's going to happen, and I see this coming into your life, and I see that coming into your life, and I see this change being made. That happens for me. But I would rather, and this is learned through experience, I would rather work on the here and now before I jump ahead. Does that make sense? So this makes sense to me. We got card number 12, which adds up to a 3. This card says eternal now. And the 3 is about creative experiences. The 3 is about communication and technology. But mostly, the 3 is about the third eye. The 3 is about intuition. So, light workers, trust in your intuition right now explicitly. If you have questioned or doubted yourself in the past, you've got to let go of that. Let go of that. Let the doubt, your own self-doubt needs to go away. Now, you know what? It's possible to misinterpret the messages that we receive. That's our humanness, and there's nothing we can do about that. We can say, this is what I am my interpretation of this. We can always be wrong. We can be off. We can be not exactly interpreting it perfectly. But it doesn't mean that what I'm trying to say is it doesn't mean that we're invalid. It doesn't mean that we're not true light workers or true empaths or true sensitives. That's not what it means. If what it means, I'm hoping this makes sense. What it means is we need to focus on the here and now and one step at a time. When you're going through your awakening, otherwise it's all way too overwhelming. And this card says eternal now. Okay. In spirit, there's no such thing as time. Okay. Time, the construct of a clock and seasons and years and moments and all those things, that doesn't exist in the spirit world. That's a man-made construct. Men fashioned it after the sunrise and the sunset and the seasons and the hours of the day, and it was constructed by man. We are actually in an eternal now, because we don't disappear once our vessel is done. We don't. The vessel is released with love and gratitude, and we continue on in a spiritual form. And once we get into that spiritual form, everything's happening at the same time. That might seem really chaotic and crazy, and in a human mind, it absolutely is chaotic and crazy to think that. But our minds are no longer restricted to such a small amount of ability to use them, which is what happens when we become humans. They shut down the majority of our brains and our ability to use them when we become humans. Or they don't shut it down. It's just that's how it is, and we agree to that. So it's being pointed out that we are all in an eternal now. As you're going through your awakening, please realize that this is something that is absolutely supposed to be happening. You wrote this into your contract, and it's happening now. Everything that's happening in the now, you wrote into your contract, and it's all an eternal thing. There's no time construct. So don't feel like you are in some kind of a race, or that you have to have something done by this point in time. Allow your awakening to unfold and take its time. Take your time. Do not brush anything off if it feels off or wrong, or you feel like you need further information or you need more to go with that. Realize that time is eternal. You have all the time in the world to experience this awakening. And light workers, don't try to rush through your awakening. Also, too, I'm picking up light work. There's a lot of people who are experiencing their awakening who are getting contacted by loved ones that have passed. They're becoming aware of them, whereas before they had weird things happening, like maybe they would smell something that reminded them, or a song would come on and they would feel like their loved past one was with them, or something would come up missing and then it would be found in a significant area. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole, and Spirit just told me to stop rambling. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one down. I'm just like, too much. I'm getting the big cross. So for me, the image that Spirit gives me in my head when it's time for me to shut up is a red circle with a red cross going through it. That is stop. Okay, I received your message, and I guess I said all I needed to say about the light workers. Okay, so I've got two really cool new cards. I've never two decks I've never used in any of my high vibrational videos, but I'm very pulled to them today. So these ones are mostly, they're not geared towards, well, I gotta take that back. This one is Soul Truth. So this is called Soul Truth. And what this deck does is it actually provides you with the question that you need to answer, that you need answers for. Some of us out there, we don't even know what to ask. We don't even know, we're not sure exactly where to go with things when we don't understand them. We don't always know the right question to ask to get the best information. So this deck gives you your question, and then it gives you a solution. So let's go ahead and pull one from the Soul Truth. This is called Soul Truth. I use this deck on TikTok a lot. People love it. Oh, hold on. I got to pull this one out. This is an extra. I didn't realize that was still in there. Okay. All right. Asking the soul level of myself, what do I need to share in this here and now moment to the collective regarding soul truth? What do I need to share regarding soul truth? Oh, wow. These cards are matte and they like stick together. And oh, there we go. We got it. Okay. We got it. Okay. Oh, wow. I love this. This couldn't be any perfecter. Is that a word? Perfecter? It is now. That's a crystal word. Perfecter. Okay, so the card we got is, the question we got is, when was the last time I danced freely? No. What do we do when we need healing, bestie? We go and we listen to music and we dance our booties off. And it is the best release for us for all the toxic built up garbage. It is the best release. So now I'm going to read to you what it says on the back of the card regarding this question. Okay, so are you asking yourself, when is the last time that you got up and just moved your body? You know, these vessels are meant to do that. So when is the last time you got up and just lost yourself in the music and just moved your body and just just go with the flow. Just let your spirit, your mind, body, and your spirit take over and just make those movements. When's the last time you did that? That's very healing. Dance. Because it will shift. Oh my gosh, listen to this. This is crazy. Literally, these cards are just coming in to repeat everything I'm saying. Okay. Dance. You're being told dance. Because it will shift you into a beautiful state. Right? Because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart. Because fear lives in the head along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. It's just a few minutes of dancing. That's all it takes, is a few minutes of dancing that will help you make this shift in your energy. You will feel a charge of joy. I do when I dance. Do you? Absolutely. And confidence will take over you, and your soul will remember to live and lead from your heart instead of your head, which is all that negativity. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. What was I just talking about with the here and now? Oh my gosh, it triggers happiness and it is the gateway to freedom. Yes, it is. To become free, dance. All right. So here is today's soul's action that they give in accordance. It says to dance for 3 minutes to your favorite song. So if your favorite song it goes over 3 minutes or under 3 minutes, that's all right. But dance for at least 3 minutes to your favorite song. While you're dancing, notice the inward feeling that begins, or the inward fire is a better way to put it. They say feeling, but I say fire that begins to grow within, and the feeling you feel about being you. So that's what you need to focus on when you're dancing. When we're dancing, we need to notice that fire, that feeling we need to be who we are. We are going through awakening. We are light workers. We are empaths. We're not crazy. We're not going through a psychological break. We're not. We are who we are. We are living our purpose, and that is so beautiful. It says, you are wild. You are a loving force. Express it with dance daily. So, I don't even dance daily, but I'm gonna start dancing daily. What a absolutely validating message that this just gave us from what I just said. Yay! That feels so good. This is flowing like a river. Okay, we've got one more. And this is the whispers of healing. So this will be a healing message for the collective. Again, take what resonates. Only high vibrational beings of the love and light only. I'm asking for my spirit guides, divine source, creator, and all of the beautiful ancestors and angels that work on the other side for our highest good. What beautiful message of healing do I need to share for the collective in the here and now? Oh, okay. It fell down. And we got peacock. Peacock. And it says, raise your standards.
That's what we've been doing lately with people.
What my bestie just said, okay? Because she said that's what we've been doing lately with people and circumstances that we have found ourselves in, is raising our standards. And for me, that just means basically separating my energy from how do I say it? Removing myself from an ego-based platform and an energy. And raising the standards for myself. I'm better than this. I'm better than being stuck in my ego. I'm capable of ascension. I'm capable of expansion. I'm capable of growth, personal growth. I'm capable of doing this, even if what it means is that some people fall out of my pathway actively. So that's amazing. Raise your standards. Holy cow. That totally goes with this reading. And we are going to read the last card, the meaning in the last card for this. And then I'm going to do one more thing. Let's see. I think these are alphabetically ordered. L-M-N-O-P. I have to do that. Do you ever have to do that? Do you ever have to sing the ABCs in your head when you're trying to find something that's in a memorized? There we go. I found it. Okay. Peacock. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Absolutely gorgeous.
A guy friend, his name is Bill. You haven't met him, but he comes and visits once in a while. No, he was at Anna's party. And he has a beautiful tattoo from his...
I remember him. I saw him. He has a peacock tattoo.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I've often thought about getting a peacock tattoo. I've thought about, or at least like a peacock feather. But okay, so let me read what it says in the book about the peacock. It's not that much. Okay, First, I'm going to show it to you, Bestie, so that you can see. Look, what I'm wanting to point out to you is that she's looking down on a city of lights, and she is actually really surrounded by her totem. She is surrounded by her totem, which obviously is the peacock, her animal totem, and they're keeping her safe. What? And for you, that's Kaiser. She has an animal spirit guide, and his name is Kaiser, and he's a beautiful soul. So let's read what this says. Okay, it says, the peacock, I'm sure you guys can see it. The peacock is possibly one of the most exquisitely beautiful creatures of the world's animal kingdom. It is also believed to be the most virtuous and embodies the admired characteristics of integrity and loyalty. Oh, I love that. That's the reason why I want the peacock feather. Integrity and loyalty. Integrity is huge for me right now. And loyalty to myself is huge for me right now. Okay, like the peacock, you embody qualities important for friendship and family unity. The peacock is also very protective of its young and will provide for and protect them under any circumstances. This card can also be seen as an indicator to better yourself and to raise your standards to be more like the peacock. The mantra that comes with this card is, I love and care for everyone I know. I love and care for everyone I know. And we can love and have love and care for individuals that we know that, you know, they may not be actively in our life on like a same level as others, but they're still in your life pathway, or they were, and so they left a mark on you, which means they're still in your life pathway. And we can love people from afar if that is what is needed for at the betterment of our own highest good. And that's where the raising your standards go. Raising your standards, people sometimes put a bad stigma on that. They think that means, oh, I'm too good for you. I raised my standards and you don't meet them, so I'm better than you. That's not what it means. Raising your standards means choosing and deciding what you will allow in your life, in your relationships, in your energy, raising your standards. So some people, they don't care if people talk smack about them behind their back. They don't care that there are people out there who are collecting up and garnering up a group of individuals to hate on you or on them. They don't care about any of that. So it doesn't bother them. Sometimes there are people out there who will continue to be connected to these individuals who are holding them down or who are wishing ill will on them, even in an inadvertent way. So some people will accept that for themselves. Some people won't. I'm one of those. If I feel like a relationship that I am involved in is bringing my vibration down, or is dulling my light, or is taking advantage of my light, there's a lot. I raise my standard. I will not accept that for myself. So this is just saying, this is also like setting boundaries, right? Like, I have boundaries, like this is unacceptable for me. This is unacceptable for me. This is unacceptable. I will be compromised on this. I will compromise on this. That is okay. But raising your standards is super important. We all need to have standards. What we, bottom line, will allow in our life and energy and pathway, and what we won't. So the message there is, there's some of us out here who are raising our standards. It is absolutely light is being shined on it. So we're being told that is important and that is needed, and that is exactly what we are being led to do. So I'm going to end the reading with another roll of the dice and see if there's any further messages Spirit has for the collective. Oh, it's so much easier than pulling cards, and it's fun. Everything that's new and exciting is fun. So I have developed this little set of divination dice actually came with a booklet, and the booklet is one of those fold out things, and it's like this long. So what I did was I photocopied the sections on it that give me like a cheat sheet for the symbols on the dice. And that's what I did. I also cut out sections. I laminated these, but I cut out didn't cut out. I oh my gosh. I printed out, I scanned and printed out, and then I cut out the other parts of it, which is like how to do a reading, how to do bonus readings, that kind of stuff. So I have all the info. This one tells you how to use, and this one tells you this. So I'm going to say this real quickly. I think this is important. Okay. Putting your faith in the dice. If you don't believe in something, it'll never happen, right?
Yep.
Believing in something is putting your faith in. That doesn't mean you just buy into everything blindly and that you're ignorant and you just believe everything and you're gullible. No. Having faith means that you believe in your own spirit guides that they're going to bring you the correct messages using this tool. There's all kinds of divinary tools, all kinds. All they are is tools. Just like the Bible is a tool for certain religions and their other books and things that they write for their religions. This is just another tool that Spirit uses to communicate with us. Okay, asking for any kind of messages that didn't come through in this reading that I need to share with the collective on behalf of you, Spirit. Okay, so we'll start with, and I've kind of developed my own system of doing this. This is different than how they say to do it, but I'm that rebel girl that does it my way. Always have been. Always have been. Okay. Okay, we start off with 8. 8, 8, 8. 8 is transformation, rebirth. They're validating the awakening. Woohoo! We again pulled the Pluto energy, which is, oh my gosh, I have to take that back. This one's not Pluto. This is different. Okay. So it matters which way the little arrow points. I didn't realize that. Okay. This is actually, where did it just go? Venus energy. This is love and relationships. So I think what's being pointed out here is a reiteration of evaluating relationships that we're in that may be holding us back from like getting the best and the most out of our awakening, or even be holding us back from going forward with our awakening. And we pulled what is this? I'm looking. I've so far I've never rolled this one, so let me find it. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sorry. Please have patience with me. I am. Oh, this is the moon. Okay. New beginnings. Setting intentions. Again, we got new beginnings. That is the theme of this reading. Sending so much love and light and high vibration, the highest of vibrations, healing vibrations, positive vibrations that bring you courage, that bring you ambition, that bring you just in your intuition, honing in your intuition, that bring you peace and tranquility, and answers all these questions that are stirring around in your mind. What is happening to me? Why is this happening to me? What does this mean for me now? This is, I'm feeling that this is, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't be afraid to talk to your guides. Speak to your guides. This is a brand new, fresh beginning. It's almost like a new life, like you being reborn into a different reality, a different set of standards, a different way of thinking. Yeah. Can I get a validator on the number 8, which in the Divinary Dice stands for transformation and rebirth? And we got water, or cups. Cups is water. Cups is emotions. So with the 8, with the new beginnings, the new this is going to be emotionally turmoil. This, I'm picking up emotional turmoil. So this may bring in some erratic emotional turmoil, some depression, some anxiety, some stress, some confusion, some self-doubt, guilt, embarrassment. All these things are being brought in. These different emotions are being brought into my awareness. Okay. So from what if I am okay. Spirit is saying to, during your awakening, try to take the emotional part out and focus more on the intellect, the understanding, the knowing. If you get lost in your emotions, you'll get stuck in your emotions. It will put a blockage in your heart chakra, and which will keep you from being able to continue along your awakening. Okay, can we get a validator for the what was it? The Venus. The Venus. Can we get a validator for the Venus energy? And we got the waxing gibbous. This is moving forward toward your goals. So pull the emotional the emotional aspects out. Keep moving forward towards your goals. That's amazing. So we pull Venus, which is love, relationships, and then moving towards your goals. So I'm feeling like there's going to be actually some support given out there in the relationships you're in as you're going through your awakening. I'm picking up on some of you out there are going to have some awesome support systems that help you through this, whether it be friends, whether it be family, whether it be a counselor of some sort. Because you can, if you feel like you need some counseling, if you feel like you need a head doctor, it's probably best that you go see either a shaman or some kind of a spiritual counselor, that not a religious leader, not a confession booth or anything like that. You need to go in and find a spiritual a guru or something like that. But in your relationships, it's telling you to move forward. And last but not least, we got the moon energy again, new beginnings, setting intentions. What is the very last validator we need in this here and now moment that will further this message of setting intentions? And we got 5. That's the change. That's the moving forward. Pretty cut and dry, guys. This entire message was meant to acknowledge that there are a lot of us out here going through awakenings. In that process, our soul goes through ascension periods where our vibration, as we attain more knowledge and attain more understanding, which is hard work. It doesn't just plop into you. You have to do this. You have to do the meditation. You have to do the soul searching. You have to do the dark night of the soul work. You have to do these things, the shadow work. You have to do them in order to raise your vibration and ascend. So there's a lot of us out here doing this. It's not an easy thing to do. And I will tell you right now, I'm here for anybody. If there's anybody out there who is experiencing their awakening, who is experiencing confusion or feeling stuck or questions, feeling like you're going crazy, if there's anybody out there who needs help while they're going through their awakening, please put a comment. There's a few I already am working with, but please put a comment in the video or in the comment section. Please put a comment, and or you can email me, and my email address is in the about section of my YouTube page. So if you have any questions, or if you would like a reading regarding your awakening process and what you need to know regarding that in this here and now moment, which will be at that moment that I talk to you. The here and now moment is always happening all the time. Yes, I'm here. So reach out if you would like a reading regarding your awakening. If you would like a reading, if you feel like you would like to commune or speak with your spirit guides or your higher self or divine source creator or the angels and the ancestors and the protectors of the love and light, and you need some help with that, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I will help you as best as I can achieve whatever it is you need to attain your highest good. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm loving the fact that my bestie is here, even though she's not physically here. I absolutely have her energy here, like as if she's sitting right next to me. This is the next best thing. And she's here with me and us. And together, we love you.
Yes, we do.
We love you.
Rick is cooking me something good.
Oh, and Shirley's getting ready to eat, so we're gonna let her go do that. She says her hubby is cooking her something good to eat. Oh, I'm jealous. Can I have some?
Did you hear that?
Where's mine? I have needs. What about my needs? You say, get your ass over here. Awesome. I love you, Rick. I love you guys. These are my besties. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. This video went to an hour and 20 something minutes. I hope that I was able to help some of you out there. I hope this resonated for some of you out there. Thank you so much for choosing to come and spend your time with me and my beautiful bestie. And thank you so much for sticking around from the beginning to the end and listening to what we had to say. And thank you for receiving these beautiful messages from Spirit. If you felt it in your heart, then the message, something about the message was there for you. All right, everybody out there, wishing you love, and light and the highest vibes. Namaste. Hey guys, I had to come back real quickly. I know I'm wearing something totally different and everything. After Shirley and I finished filming the video earlier for the high vibrations, the reading for the collective, just an energetic reading for the collective. I went back to put it through my editor, and I realized that as I was kind of rewatching myself, that I had mentioned that we were going to talk about baby Bella, and that or later on in the video, and then we never ended up doing it. So it's actually really important that I come back here and do this part of the video. If it wasn't important, I would just wait to another video to talk about it. But we are time sensitive with this. So again, I've got Shirley here with me, and we are here to ask that everybody please call on all of your prayer warriors, your angels, your ancestors of the light, and all of your helpers and protectors. Ask them to join our helpers and our protectors and the helpers and protectors and angels for Shirley's granddaughter, who is 9 months old now.
8 months.
8 months old now. She just turned 8 months old a couple days ago. Her name is Bella Rose Salamoni, and Bella has been struggling with a chronic issue with her lungs from the day she was born. It has caused her to have failure to thrive, and she's very tiny. As of late, she has started to gain a little bit of weight. Her mama and I were just talking about that on the phone earlier today. But we have a major surgery coming up for baby Bella in 2 days. So on Tuesday, baby Bella is having a very serious, very major surgery on her very tiny little body, where she is going to have to be put on life support system during the surgery and for a short period of time after. She is going in and having a lung surgery where she is having the upper portion of her left lung removed. Bella was born with her left lung, the top left lobe, had not completely formed. So it has given her a run for her money her whole life so far. And she's been sick pretty much since the day she was born. This surgery was supposed to have taken place already, but because of her having struggling to get better from a serious bout of RSV following pneumonia, following what was the first thing she had? I think she had pneumonia twice, and then she had RSV, and so they had her scheduled for her surgery was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, and she wasn't well enough for it, so they pushed it out to the 18th, which is Tuesday. So I'm asking for everybody to please put your prayers up for our precious baby Bella Rose. So much gratitude. Where more than two gather, God hears our prayers. The universe hears our wishes to the universe with a louder, stronger voice. And together we thank you so much for doing that for our precious baby. And we will be updating you after the surgery to let everybody know what happened. Thank you so much for all of your beautiful, loving, kind support and white light. And wishing everybody a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Namaste.